What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video we are going to be talking about the new cards that have, well, I'm not even going to say they've been leaked, they've been added onto the database, and these are the current Series 2 and heat check cards, well, just current NBA. So as you guys can see here, there's 20 tokens for locking in all of these, and like surely we're gonna start to see good token rewards soon, because like, the funny thing is that in terms of like YouTubers, I have very few tokens. I've got 940. And if you're looking at the token, not on open packs, if you are looking at the token rewards, I'm only on the diamond. I've only got 2 diamonds. So I still need another 8 diamonds, 10 pink diamonds. So basically I need another 8 by 60, that's 400 and... what, 480? Plus another, whatever, 8 pink diamond tokens. That's 8 by 15. My maths is so bad right now. That's 1200 tokens to get through the pink diamond tier. So like I'm still like 800 off being able to even get to the Galaxy Opal tier. I'm well over 1000 if I can get into Galaxy Opal. But like, yeah, so basically these cards are here on the auction house. And one thing that it says in the card glossary that I hope 2K go with. It says here, every heat check has 3 levels of heat check. Increases the card's stat, attributes, and badges. Previously, in other years, it has not increased the badges. If it increases the badges, you know what? Heat checks could be useful. If it doesn't increase the badges, heat checks are beyond worthless. Beyond worthless if it doesn't change the badges. So, we're going to have a look at some of these cards right here. And we're going to be talking... I'm just going to pick some random ones, see if there are any of these cards that are actually worth using. Okay, so first of all, we got Giannis. 2 cold zones. I reckon these are probably the same cold zones as this Giannis, is it? Yeah, it's the same cold zones. Obviously a center. Not bad speed and acceleration. Not a good 3-ball. You know what? His stats are alright. But he's at 9. I'm pretty sure all these cards are going to have 99 tangibles, honestly. He's probably the best. He's probably going to be the best of all these cards. He's probably going to be the best. One thing I'm going to say about Giannis, though, is that if heat check does change their hot zones as well, that could be another problem with heat checks, is that hot zones are a problem. If you're on current gen, hot zones make so much of a difference. But if Giannis ends up going heat check, his badges get updated, and his 3-ball goes to like 80, he could actually be a pretty good heat check. Can't lie. But the only thing is that his first heat check's probably going to be 94, his second heat check's probably going to be 95, his third heat check's going to be like 97, but that third heat check Giannis might be quite nice. Let's see KD, what they did to him. KD doesn't have any hot zones outside the 3-point line. Like, come on. 77 speed, 77 acceleration, 82 3-balls, alright. Silver range is decent. They just gave. This is laziness, 2K. They have all the same badges. I get it. LeBron's a 6'9" point guard. And his one hot zone's a spot he can't shoot from on current gen. On current gen, LeBron literally steps in. He cannot shoot from either corner. His one hot zone is a spot he can't shoot from. He can't even tween up and down with him anymore. So LeBron is beyond useless, this card here. Yes, there's a novelty. There's a 6'9" point guard, but like that's the only thing he has going for him is a novelty. Like he is not a good card whatsoever. Like doesn't have clamps, can't replay defense. Like the only thing he has going for him is that he is he's a novelty to use a LeBron a point guard in this game. But one thing I'm just annoyed is that if you look back at 2K20, let's just have a look. Let's just talk about Klay Thompson. Klay. Not Y, Klay. So, you're going to look at these 2 cards right here. And whereas this here, in the current Series 2, is just a copy and paste badges of current Series 1. And I think the only card they updated the hot zone in seems to be Steph Curry. Steph Curry's got hot zones almost everywhere, whereas on this card here, he's got actually cold zones everywhere. So the only card they updated the hot zones was on Steph Curry. This card might be usable. 99 3-pointer, silver range. He might be usable on next gen. But look at this card here. So this year, it is literally impossible for a current card to get a gold badge. They refuse to give current cards a gold badge. Last year, we got 19 goals to start the game off with someone like a Klay Thompson. He literally off rip had gold range extender, gold clamps. This year's Klay Thompson, silver range, silver clamps. But you know what? I'm fine with that. But the big thing was that when Klay got updated, current series 2, he had 5 Hoffs. He had Hoff quick draw, gold range extender. Yes, he had Hoff steady, but he still kept his gold clamps. His speed went up a bit. He had Hoff flexible as well. So you were looking, this card here was a million times better than this card was usable. This card was usable and was a million times better than this. Because in terms of badges, they actually based them on the regular roster. So let's go back to 2K. I actually haven't even checked the regular roster. So let's go to features. If this was last year, let's go to features, roster, NBA. So Joel Embiid, if this was last year, he would be a 92 overall. Current series 2. He would be a 92 overall. And let's check out his badges. He would also have gold, a bunch of gold badges. And like, yeah, I get it. They came out a month later last year. Like these cards, like you can't put a regular roster card. Maybe you can argue, you know what, we probably don't want to have a 97 Giannis. That's fine, but at least give him some decent badges. At least give him some gold badges. At least give him some gold. Like LeBron James. There's no reason why I thought LeBron James shouldn't have Hoff Dimer. Sorry, there's no reason why that LeBron James should not have Hall of Fame Dimer. So let's just even have a look at Klay. Or Steph. I'm going went a long way to get the Warriors. No, actually I didn't go through the Stark teams. But let's just say Steph Curry. There is no reason why Steph Curry has to have silver range extender and you can't give him... I get he probably has half range, does he? He has half range, yeah. Just give him gold range. There's no reason why. There's no reason why you can't just make a copy and paste. And even still, a half Steph Curry with... Let's have a look at his defense. A half Steph Curry with like 84 speed, 75 perimeter defense, 63 steal, 78 lateral quickness is not good. Like even a half range Steph Curry is not that good right now. Like there is no reason to have copy and pasted the badges from the first cards. You didn't do it last year. So it's not even like there's a precedent set. There is not even a precedent set that you have to do this. Even last year you didn't. When you initially brought in Current Series 2, people hated Current Series 2. But at least some cards like, for example, that Klay Thompson was usable because you actually made them like their roster cards. But this Steph Curry, he's not even close to his roster card. And his roster card wouldn't even be good. That's the problem. His roster card wouldn't even be good in game. This card, like, maybe slightly usable. Steph is probably the best of these cards. Like, let's have a look. Kawhi. Silver clamps. 78 3 ball. Not great speed. Borderline usable. James Harden. Cold zones everywhere inside the 3-point line. No hot zones. I mean, I reckon this one doesn't have hot zones either. Like, you've screwed them all on hot zones as well. You can't even give them hot zones. This is just an annoying one. Like, these cards have the potential to at least be something. Especially last year when they were released. It was a little bit too late in the year. Last year it was a little bit too late in the year for the cards to be really effective. Now, if you guys don't know, they were released in, like, the start of February. So at the start of February is a month from now. Yes, at the start of February, the likes of Klay Thompson and stuff were that little bit too outdated to use a lot of these current Series 2 cards. But releasing them in January, when there are not 99 overall cards out right now, there were 4 or 5 99 overall cards this time last year. If you had just released these as roster players, and then lowered LeBron's overall, lowered Giannis's overall, so that they were 96 overall, and then you could release them as promo packs, people are going to open more packs. The cards still aren't good. Like, any of these roster cards, the way my team is, trust me, roster cards would not be good. But it would mean that there'd be a few decent cards. You didn't even change Jonathan Isaac's picture, did you? Okay, no, you did. I was like, it looks the exact same. But, why does Isaac have more hot zones than Kevin Durant? I just don't get it. How bizarre, lads. How bizarre. Trying to think, are there any of these that could be worth anything? Like JJ Redick last year. At least his current Series 2 card could hit some shots, I'm pretty sure. And like Corver had a like if you're looking at last year even, because they were based on regular rosters, there were people that were able to use, like I was able to use a Kyle Corver. Like, I got away with using this Kyle Corver because he had gold quick draw silver range. I used to use him. Like people, like, yeah, I get it. It was people used them for overall cheats, but people used to use the current Series 2 cards because they updated the badges. Iguodala last year had gold clamps and gold quick draw. So like Iguodala, I don't know why I clicked on the Time Lord, but Iguodala was good last year. You know what, man? Can we go back to 2K20? I want Iguodala. But yeah, it's just heat check might be better, but this is a concept that could have ran so much better. Although I'm not opposed to this card. Silver clamps, bronze range. 3 hot zones outside the 3. I get it, his badges are the exact same, but his 3-point has gone up to an 82. Speed's gone up quite a bit. Lateral quickness is good. I mean, I'm not going to be opposed on budget squads for paying like next to nothing for this guy here. This PG could be a budget beast. PG's the best. He's just the best. He's straight up. He's the best. 88 lateral quickness. Only 67 steal, which is not great. Why is he 6'8" when half his cards, when these cards are 6'9"? Why is he smaller? Still though, 6'8" 2 guard, 82 3 ball, silver clamps, bronze range extender, decent speed, good behind the back, good overall dribble 6. PG's the best current card. He might be the only current card that is worth picking up. Current Series 2 card that's worth picking up. And that's just a pity. Trae Young maybe? Does he have silver range? He can curry, can't he? I mean, he's not awful. He's not that much worse than... I mean, he's not that much worse than the Amethyst. He's a lot worse than this Ruby Trae Young. Trying to think what other cards are there that might be good. Like, who has good animations? Dame will be alright. Like, Dame will be good. 85-3, decent... He can't play defense. There's literally... Paul George. I have found one of these players that will be good. What did they do to Clay? You know what? 92 3 ball, silver clamp, silver range. Clay will be good as well. With 3 hot zones. Clay will be good. Clay and Paul George are the only ones of these cards that'll be good. Like, even LeBron isn't going to be good. Like, 76 3 ball, moderately good speed. Not great badges. He'll be fine at point guard, but he'll be good. How many LeBron cards do we have already? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've 9 LeBron cards. We've 9 LeBron cards if you include free agents, and 8 if you don't, or 7 if you don't include free agents. We have 7 LeBron cards. That is madness. But yeah, so I have to say that's disappointing. So all I'm going to say is that if you are opening packs, if they end up releasing, what I hope happens is, obviously I hope there's a new promo tomorrow because it's just more content for me, but that's just kind of selfish. But what's likely going to happen is heat check packs are going to appear. All these packs are going to disappear. Like, every one of these packs disappears. Like, as you guys can see, league packs expire in 15 hours. So what's going to happen is you're going to probably see League Series 2 packs, and that's where Moen's cards will end up being when they come out. I reckon what I hope the 2K do, I know they won't, because I think they'll make... I'd say they think they'll make more money by having heat check packs separately. I think 2K should add heat check cards into league packs, because it's a lot more interesting when you pull a heat check card, because if 2K implement heat checks properly and they upgrade the badges, heat check cards could be actually a bit of fun and usable. If they don't, it'll be a disaster. But I would not open packs for any of these cards. Trust me, I would not open packs. Like, when I'm saying Ruby Paul George is pretty good, like, is he comparable to... He's comparable to freaking... He's a slightly better version of this Ruby Paul George. And then Clay is a slightly better version of this Ruby. Like, they're slight upgrades on these guys. They're still not as good as a Nick Anderson. They're probably not as good as a Gary Harris. Maybe as good as a Gary Harris. They're just like solid Ruby cards. And you know it's bad, like, when 495 cards times 2, because all of them are heat checks. There are 990 cards. There are nearly 1,000 cards being added into NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. nearly 1,000 cards, 990. And you know, if there is a promo tomorrow, and the promo is like a 10 card promo, there will be 1,000 cards added tomorrow. But of these 990, I'm going to say Paul George and Clay are usable. I'm going to say Giannis, Kawhi, and LeBron, and Steph. I'm not going to call it unusable. Out of 990 cards, 980 are unusable. And maybe, had I push, 10 of them are usable. There are 980 unusable cards being added into the market. What? Like, all they had to do was do exactly what they did last year with current Series 2. And while, yes, it may end up being that instead of 900, or instead of 980 useless cards, there's 950 useless cards. But at least if there's 40 cards that are usable outside of 1,000, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with a 5% rate of a card being usable. But a 1% rate of a card being usable? That's just not it, 2K. That's just not it. So anyway, that's the video. We'll see tomorrow what's going to happen. I am not excited whatsoever about these cards. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.